hate the homies.
Hey, what you don't say? I Hate the Homies podcast right back at you, man. My name is Rock Teasy for Sheezy.
It's your boy Griff, the first homie, and I hate the homies.
And it's your boy Super Dave, but guess what?
We don't care.
Hey,
How
first of
about
all,
that?
Before we go any further, man, this is episode number 8.
Ocho.
Okay, we need everybody to subscribe.
Subscribe,
Download.
download,
Click that little bell button.
click that little bell button.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you click that bell, you get the alert every time we drop a new episode.
That's right.
All right, so this week, man, we're going to be talking about a variety of things.
Come on, let us know.
Baker Mayfield being traded from Cleveland to Carolina.
Okay.
Finally.
Cam Newton, who used to be a Carolina, or is he still a Panther? We don't know where Cam. We don't know what Cam.
Cam.
Then Trick Daddy allowing his estranged wife to date other dudes, and he called them brother-in-law, like the what you call it? Boyfriend-in-laws.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Too much.
I can't wait to hear what Stupid Dave got to say about letting his daughter, his wife date other men.
Supposedly wife. You guys think I have a fake wife out there.
His wife
real.
in quotes.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Super Dave's wife.
Oh man, then we're gonna try to touch base with Kevin Durant and his situation as well.
Okay.
All right, so but what y'all been doing, man? Like since the last episode, we gotta, it's
Check on each other, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Super Dave, what was you doing?
why you looking so mad, Super Dave?
I mean, I was on vacation, but I was doing nothing at home. I mean, I was with my wife and my kids doing family things. See?
You know, he remind me of.
I knew.
Rest in peace. He remind me of Tommy from Martin. Like he never had no job.
He never had no clear. I was with my family doing family things. My wife, dog. Here, ask me. Let me show you how you supposed to do it, dog.
Griff, what did you do since our
I
last
went
episode?
to Vegas. I saw Michael Jackson won in Mandalay Bay. I actually went to the Omega Mart in Vegas. My wife, my 15-year-old daughter, it was their first time going to Vegas. I had a first cousin come, his wife. 15 years. Mama was celebrating her 60th. My baby brother lives in Vegas. He wasn't there at the time. But then Lanika's son, who she raised, not a biological son, but a little boy she raised since he was 4, he was there too. So just had a great time in Las Vegas, man. What about you?
Yeah, man.
That's how you do it, by the way,
see how you did that, Super Dave?
I
Like,
mean, but that was a book. That was a novel. I mean,
That
make
wasn't
it
a novel.
short.
That was
I mean,
real short.
Make it
That was-
short. No, make it real short and make it
you
shorter
made
than that.
yours short.
Right.
And your life and your subject matter.
Yeah.
And your
height.
You like that? Yeah, he like that's why he
Gotta
was
go with
laughing.
the
I
height.
didn't even- Okay. What
no,
about
man,
you, Rocky?
I had it. We come back from vacation, so we decided to stay at the crib and have a staycation.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we blessed to have some property out in Nevada, Texas. Spelled like Nevada, but pronounced Nevada, man.
Is
so
it?
8 acres, man. Beautiful pond to fish in.
Who's big time
Oh,
on this
man,
show?
it's-
Who's
You
it's-
big
understand
time?
me? I ain't got
Who's
no.
big time?
Well, maybe I'm doing it wrong, Super Dave. Stupid Las Vegas. he got property. He's supposed to buy a lake.
I mean, yeah.
I need to
have
talk
no
about
property.
right.
Hey, and it is by the Lake Levon, man. So we went out there, took the kids, man. Got on that water, jet skied, had a good time, man.
I love the jet skis.
Spent some amazing, quality, peaceful time with the fam. You know what I'm saying?
Did he invite the homies?
He invited me. I'm sorry, I couldn't go.
Oh, he did
But
invite you.
He was in
Well, I
Vegas.
invited myself. Kind of. He said he was. This how it went. Hey, what you doing for the 4th? I'm going out to my property. We coming.
And I said, come on.
And yeah, so that was my. You got to be a little more aggressive, dog.
No, well, I mean, I was with my family. I just said I spent time with my family. We're all in the gym working out together.
Now they at the gym. First, it
I
was
just
just at the
little
house.
bits, just tidbits of stuff. That's all.
Rock T.
So let's get
talk
into
about
Baker Mayfield. So he was traded. He wanted out of Cleveland. He got his wish, and he's in Carolina. He's got that. Do we have a quarterback controversy with Darnold, or does he get the automatic starting position?
Well, first of all, To me, it's a win for Carolina. It actually sucks for the Browns and their fans because we all know that Deshaun Watson might not be starting some games in the NFL, and it would have been sweet if Baker Mayfield could have came in and maybe went 5-2 or something, or 5-1 or 5-3 and got some wins for the team before they brought in the other dude. Or maybe we don't bring in the other dude because Baker Mayfield is on one right now. For the Carolina Panthers, so what about Sam Darnold? So Sam Darnold is like, I leave the Jets, everybody hate me. I come to Carolina, nobody really likes me because I'm not Cam Newton, but I got Christian McCaffrey, but he hurt this whole season. So what about Sam Darnold? Like, this dude must feel unwanted. I bet he feel like Annie in the Broadway play. Like, he should just, like, nobody loves him, dog.
Yeah, like.
But you're saying Carolina got the better end of this deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Baker Mayfield, when he's on, dog, he can be something.
Don't give me that. We're talking about last season. Was he on last season? Don't give me the year before.
He sure wasn't.
Last season he was not. That's what I remember
wasn't.
last season. And I'm an Oklahoma fan. He came from Oklahoma.
Right.
So, no.
So have some more respect for your former quarterback, dog, who won a Heisman.
No, he acted childish and immature. That's what the reports are saying now. And they got the better end of the deal. You only gave away you're getting to pay $10 million.
Right.
Carolina's taking care of $4 million of that. And then Baker Mayfield took a $3.5 million pay cut to go to Carolina.
He just want to play, dog.
You get a troublemaker out the locker room. You get a guy.
Troublemaker is strong,
No,
Dave.
because how many guys believed in this guy?
What about when he went to the playoffs and he beat Pittsburgh twice? And
It was a couple of plays away from beating Kansas City.
Yeah, let's not downplay their division.
Ago, right?
They division.
What do people remember? They remember what happened last season.
Last season he sucked, dog.
And they wanted him out.
They wanted him out.
And all you got for him was a 5th round unconditional pick.
So you saying Cleveland got the better deal because they had to pay last?
They had to pay last. You get him out the locker room, and he's not your problem anymore. That's it. All you're hoping for, you get a 6 to 8 week thing with suspension with Deshaun Watson. But why would you have Baker Mayfield and the same problems you had last season with nobody believing in this guy on that football team? You don't keep him around for that.
All right, so I'm going to express my thoughts on this Baker Mayfield situation. In my opinion, when Cleveland brought in Deshaun Watson, regardless of his situations, regardless of him being suspended, because he's going to get suspended, he's going to get whatever, Baker Mayfield, that hurt his little feelings.
Oh.
So he wasn't thinking, oh, let me go ahead and stick around because I'm about to be the starting quarterback anyways.
Man.
But he like, listen, y'all I'm the franchise quarterback.
Right.
So y'all bring another franchise quarterback to start.
Over me.
I'm gone. I can care less what's going on with Deshaun Watson. I want out. So now he's in Carolina. Baker Mayfield is a serviceable quarterback. He will always be
that word.
A serviceable quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Do I think he's going to win the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. Unless another quarterback that's ahead of him wins the Super Bowl and he happens to be on that team. But I don't think he will win a Super Bowl as starting quarterback. Would I put him on my team as a second string, third string quarterback? Absolutely. Is he better than Sam Darnold? Only time will tell.
No, he's better than Sam Darnold. Don't do him like that, dog.
No, only time will tell. I personally think he is.
The time already told. He already played more games and not like he's better than Sam Darnold.
But they were both leading the NFL. Since coming in the NFL, they both led in interceptions. So who's really better?
I mean, saying who's better, Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield with the Panthers is like, oh, what's a better fruit, a prune or a fig?
I just want to know what the hell. I want to know what the hell Carolina's doing because you went from Teddy Bridgewater,
right?
They putting a Band-Aid in the quarterback.
Promising.
He's okay. Don't do that.
I said promising. I said promising.
It's the system. Don't forget about the system. Teddy Bridgewater's system with the Saints was brilliant. That relaunched his career.
Yeah, it was.
But
yeah, it was.
He leaves the New Orleans Saints, and look what happens.
I wonder what football game y'all were watching. I remember him with the Saints. I mean, yes,
he came in real quick and went 5-0 or something for him. 6-0
but he had a team
season.
around him.
He had a system.
He didn't have to do that much.
What happened to him in Denver is a real question. He fell all the way apart like
it's
Legos.
the system.
But you go from that, and then you go from Sam Darnold, who you gave up. Carolina gave up a 2, a 4, and a 6 for Sam Darnold. And now you give a 5th round unconditional pick for Baker Mayfield. I want to know who's in their front office and what they're smoking.
Sam-
Because I don't know what the hell they're doing in Carolina.
Sam Darnold must
they
feel
wanna
like
win?
a groupie. Like just running around, going from team to team, waiting for players after the club. Cause
And it's gonna be those two guys fighting for a starting position for that football team.
that's good for the Panther fans. That's what I was saying. So now you got two dudes. Sam Darnold has everything to prove. Baker Mayfield is just saying, "I've been the guy. Don't front."
But
That's
what if Sam
good for
Darnold
Carolina.
wins? What if Sam Darnold wins that position?
I hope he
makes
do.
Carolina look even worse, man.
Okay, I think I see where you're going with this, Super
It
Dave.
makes them look
If
worse.
Sam Darnold wins that starting quarterback position,
Then they wasted bread.
not only that, but now you put Baker Mayfield back into that
And
problem
that
in the
about
locker
to be
room.
crying again.
Crying.
Why I can't be the starter again?
And Cleveland's
Disruption.
going, thank you.
You're right.
You're stuck with
You're
him.
right.
Not
Okay.
us anymore.
I
That makes
feel you on
sense.
that one.
I got that one.
You
Yeah, I
might
got
have
that one.
just earned your super back.
I'm just trying to explain to you guys. At the end of the day, when you look at Cleveland's in a better position right now. I know Deshaun Watson. That's the big suspensions up in the air right now. Jacoby Brissett is a serviceable quarterback.
Absolutely.
Now he's a backup
Jacoby
quarterback.
will let you down, dog. Jacoby will break your heart. I was just in Indianapolis, and I talked to some diehard fans, and they was like, we wanted Jacoby to be the guy. Like, the whole city wanted him to,
Yeah.
but he didn't understand schemes, dog. Like,
Okay.
they gave him the Colts is yours, Jacoby. You came in, like, here, have it.
Gave him the key.
And he couldn't do nothing with
Now
it.
what if Deshaun gets suspended for 8 games? Just say 8 games.
Then
Do
Jacoby
you
will go
trust?
4
Do
and
you
4.
trust Jacoby Brissett to take you to the promised land? Because you got a young
Over
team.
who?
Because you got a running game. You got an
their
offensive
running
line.
game is
You got a
amazing.
defense. They're waiting to win right now. If I'm Cleveland right now, I got rid of my dirt. I got rid of my trash, which is Baker Mayfield. He's somewhere else now.
Right.
He's so strong, calling him trash, dog. Just
Jimmy-
because he don't want to play there no more.
He was garbage, and I'm an OU fan.
I wouldn't
How are
use.
you? I wouldn't say you owe you. Here,
I'm going by last
here,
season.
Let's
That's
go.
all I can go
Let's
by.
go by life. If you win a Heisman Trophy, you're not a trash football player. Period. Let's just make that
It
the
depends
standard.
what you do the
no,
following
let's
year.
just make
Oh,
that
no,
the
no.
standard.
That's a
If
bunch of
you
BS,
win
man.
a Heisman Trophy,
No.
you a damn decent football player. Is the least we could say, dog.
But you did
Come
it in
on
college.
now, Rock T.
You did it in college.
Yeah, it doesn't count, but
You're
it
playing against
do
men.
count.
You're playing against men right now in the NFL.
All right,
Dog, I'm
Super
not
Dave.
gonna let you downplay no
All
Heisman
right.
Trophy.
Super
I don't-
Dave,
But
you-
the whole point is, would you go get Jimmy G
You
from
well,
San Francisco?
we can't just dismiss what you just said because
Thank
you
you.
just lost super again. You can't say Baker Mayfield is garbage, bro.
No, he said a trash.
He
dog.
said
Like,
trash, garbage is the same thing. You can't say that because I understand. I gave you your props by saying what
we
you do
understood.
last.
Yes.
But the year before, the dude was this close from beating Kansas City and
was
eliminating them out the
amazing.
Get sucked in
playoffs.
by that crap right there about the year before. I don't care about the year before.
So we got
about last season.
We got an all-pro type year and we got a garbage type year. Okay, you got to put them together in what you have.
Let me see. So Carolina is saying, yeah, he's a former number 1, and he's great because we gave up a 5th round unconditional pick. That's what they gave up for a number 1 pick. A guy that was number 1
Good
a
for
few
them.
years ago.
They didn't have to give up much.
That's telling
good
you
for
right
them.
there.
That's
He
great
wasn't nothing.
That's great negotiating.
You would pick Sam if you put Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield on paper next to each other right now. You going with Sam Darnold over
No, I'm
Baker
going, but
Mayfield?
they got a boatload of trash on their team right now, at quarterback position.
Hey,
All
I'm not giving
Carolina
anybody
Panther fans
credit.
hate you, dog.
that rookie
I
quarterback.
don't care. I'm telling you the truth, and they know it.
So let's talk about a former, or is he still a Carolina Panther? Cam, where's Cam? What's he doing right now?
I don't know.
Lost
Who you talking about? Cameron Jarrell Newton?
Cam Newton. Cam.
So let me
Oh,
just
Cam.
My son was Cam's fullback for 2 years at Westlake High School. I sat next to Cam's dad and his mom every Friday when they played at home. I watched Cam be magnificent and horrible at the same time, even in high school. I watched him have a horrible first half and have his head down, walking slow. You know, the same Cam. When Cam ain't smiling, you know how you end Cam Newton day? Stop him from smiling.
You're right.
Stop him from being the Superman chest. Stop him from if he ain't smiling and hitting his chest and giving footballs to kids, then he's complaining that he's being sacked too many times.
Right.
Which is the weirdest complaint ever. But then we also have to look at his track record. He leaves Westlake High School early. goes to Florida in December, gets kicked out of Florida around April or May because he was stealing laptops, and then lied to the police. The police came in his room and said, "Did you steal a laptop?" And he was like, "I swear to God, I ain't got no laptop," but then threw 2 laptops out the window when another cop downstairs saw him throw the laptops out.
Right.
He leaves there, goes to a JUCO, a famous JUCO. They might have that year they might have been 8 of 11 championships or something, like a really, really popular JUCO. Goes to Auburn, wins everything. Heisman, Maxwell, Walter Camp, Player of the Year. And my best friend Keisha is a diehard since '95 Panther fan. He changed the culture in Carolina. He didn't have a running back that was as sweet as Christian McCaffrey. He had some running backs, but he was the man. I don't know what happened to Cam, dog, but I'm going to tell you, like Shanahan said about that running back that had all them kids. Mike Shanahan, when he was the coach of who was the running back, who was one of his running backs who had 9 baby mamas, and they was faxing the facility and just getting on Shanahan's nerves. And Shanahan said simply, you cannot be great on the field if you're not off the field.
Come on now.
And that's just how I feel. Cam got like 7 kids, different. The chick he was with forever, he had 3 kids with. He didn't even marry her.
Right.
And then had a bunch, so I'm just saying, am I saying Cam's not athletically fresh? No, Cam is amazing. 6'5", 265 pounds, no body fat. The dude is a monster. But his mindset, dog.
Come on, dude. You can stop right there.
Mindset,
you can stop right there, man. Like, listen, I don't know what Cam going through off the field in his personal life. All we got is what is reported. Okay?
Exactly.
But the mindset part, he went from being Superman on the field, legitimately,
dog.
2015, he won the MVP.
confident. Like, come on, there's no other player that was as confident as him that particular year.
Yes.
And then out of nowhere,
The Broncos took his soul in the Super Bowl.
Goodness. Like, it's one thing to be confident, but when things aren't going your way, you have to be a man enough to say, okay, I'm humbled now. Let me accept me being humbled and get back to that hard work that I used to do.
Man.
He got to the point where he felt like he was invincible.
Yep.
And he thought, like, I can just step on the field any given moment, any given time, and I'm going to be the best player on the field in his own head. Now, nothing wrong with thinking that. There's nothing wrong with believing
you gotta have that kind of spirit.
You gotta have that confidence.
In football.
You gotta have that confidence. But, man, it got the best of him, bro.
Let him get sacked a couple times. What quarterback complains about being sacked?
And he points the finger at everybody except himself.
But see, that's the problem. It's not about the kid, how many kids he have. It's not about what's going on off the field. To me, when he won in 2015 and he won the MVP, he went to the Super Bowl. Yes, the Broncos took his heart. But even that following year, what took his soul? But the following year, when you look at Russell Wilson, look at guys like that who get better over time.
Absolutely.
Cam didn't. Cam depends on one thing. Now, he has a strong arm. Well, one thing he depends on is his legs.
Yep. And once
He's
they
a running back,
once they
playing
got in
quarterback.
that spy defense and was busting him on the side, then he couldn't throw accurate no more. My thing was, why didn't Cam just learn how to stay in the pocket and use that beautiful arm that he had?
And whose fault is that? Because his arm is strong.
It's
but
his.
At the end of the day, you could be the guy that say, I'm the best. I'm cocky. I'm confident. But if you don't show it by what you do, practicing.
And football don't give you all them chances.
Practicing.
But look what he did when he stayed in the pocket in that 2015 season. When he stayed in the pocket, because
he launched that thing.
Come on, man! He had his best. He had his best season.
That's what I'm saying. But he didn't get better after that
because he didn't stay in the pocket.
Well, also I think mentally. And none of us have played professional football, so whoever start DMing us talking about y'all don't know, man, shut up. It's a podcast. We're just saying, you know what I'm saying? On the video game, Cam was sweet.
Yeah, we got eyes we can see.
Yeah, on the video game, he was sweet. You can run with, just like Lamar Jackson on Madden is sweet, but if you don't know how to throw, the dude is a quarterback. Why would you even want your quarterback running around, scrambling, looking around like everybody want to be Patrick Mahomes, but everybody wasn't a pitcher? That's the difference. Patrick Mahomes can throw a football any kind of way he want to because he can throw a ball. He can make a baseball do whatever he wants. A football is like 11 baseballs put together. It's easy for Patrick Mahomes.
He came on somebody's podcast, I think Ryan Clark's podcast, and he said this is Cam Newton talking about his situation when he was and this is all his fault. And he blamed himself.
Oh, when he went to New England.
When he went to New England, he came in on a Thursday.
Right.
He played on a Sunday.
Right.
But over that time, it's about learning the playbook. It's about, you're the quarterback. You're the face of that team.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick was putting his trust in you.
Bill Belichick, he actually
even how weird. He dresses weird. Let's go and put that out there.
Yeah, he dressed. You could catch him looking like Mother Goose with a scarf on.
But he put him out there to be in the spotlight. And Cam couldn't get it done.
Yeah, he was in a beautiful situation. I hear you. He was in a beautiful
Bill
situation.
Belichick, go ahead.
No, he was in a beautiful situation, and Belichick don't need you to be Cam Newton. I just need you to be a quarterback.
Come on now.
Like, if you can keep the Cam Newton low, we can win.
Yeah,
that's all and he couldn't.
And see,
he couldn't.
He dumbed the playbook down for Cam, saying, "Listen, man, I'm not even expecting you to go do this yourself. Just trust the system.
Trust the system.
It's worked for everybody else that's been in it." And you'll be good to go. But
it worked for one person that you should always want to be your whole life if you was a quarterback.
Don't forget Cassell. Matt Castle.
Yeah,
Matt Cassell. Matt Castle.
But the one that we care about is Tom Brady.
Exactly.
He went back to Carolina and he looked awful.
Exactly.
He went back home to where he got his MVP.
Right.
Where he got all those rushing yards, got all those rushing touchdowns.
Everybody did think it was going to be
and
something special.
They thought it was going to be something special. We all thought it was going to be something special.
We was hyped for
it.
I
think it was a couple of games. I just remember one game watching, and they benched him. And to me, that was the lowest point there for Cam Newton. Because right now, you ask the question, is he a starting quarterback? And I'm saying right now, no.
No.
But he's not a backup quarterback because he thinks he's a starting quarterback. He doesn't have the mindset, I can be a number 2 and not a number 1 anymore.
Wasn't that Iverson's problem when Iverson was still a really good point guard. He didn't appreciate playing 6. That's all. Yeah. And he even said I should have humbled myself a lot more, and because look at somebody like Lou Williams, who won 6 Man of the Year 3 years in a row. You want you a 6 man that could your point guard rest, and you can. We just play a role. Yes, we just thought Cam would. I just wanted Cam to be special again, and I think that specialness fades, man, when it's not taken care of.
Well, speaking of taking care of, we got to talk about Trick Daddy and his estranged wife. Because obviously,
tell him the story, Doug. I actually love this story a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
His estranged wife that he was dating, he calls her all her man boyfriends-in-law. So pretty much, she wants a divorce, but he don't want a divorce.
Right.
He want to stay in the relationship, and he's okay with her continuing to date other men. But she's like, listen, let's just get a divorce. This ain't working out. Yeah, exactly.
This is adultery every night, every weekend.
So Trick Daddy, and this is Trick Daddy. Like when we think of Trick Daddy, we think hood.
Right,
we think,
Gold Teeth, Miami.
Yeah, I ain't putting up with none of this.
Hurricane logos on all his albums, right.
So what kind of man?
Murderer a little bit, no offense.
So now it's like.
That was Griff.
Griff did say that. But what kind of man are you if you allow, and no disrespect, everybody has every right to live open relationships and have open relationships if they want, if it's both agreed upon.
Yeah, I personally think that it has something to do with money. When they say it's cheaper to keep her.
Oh, yes, sir.
I just believe that he got a lot of money from records. Let's not forget that he was a record company owner and also an artist, but a lot of that, so he got masters of other people's stuff, and he getting money every quarter from other people's songs. They said Pitbull still owe Trick Daddy money from stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think it has a lot to do with money. I used to think that I could deal with 2 wives and 3 wives, and I watched all the shows, dog. No, I did.
You really did.
Right.
No, I ain't even laughing. Y'all the only one laughing. Like I'm serious as hell. I was screaming. I was screaming in my last marriage. Why I can't have no concubines? Like I really was all for the concubines. But the problem in the end is even if you can afford them, so in other countries, continents, especially Africa, the rule is if you can afford them, You have as many wives as you want, but they cost and they have. I just can't deal with all the mood swings, dog. I got my own mood swings,
Bro.
I can't deal with myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
like
hear.
me. Hold on.
I don't want all y'all to be on y'all period at the same time. I mean, I got to deal with 3 perioded up women, dog.
on,
Like
dog.
I can't, dog. I can't.
And not only that, I don't care what they say. I don't care if you, let's say you got 3 women and they all agree to be in an open relationship with you. I don't care. One of them eventually gonna say, "Well, wait, why you spending more time with her?"
Oh, it's attitude.
It don't
It's
matter.
attitude
You
heaven,
can
dog.
break it up and you can have a scheduled formula, but something's gonna bust up and just break that. Come on, Dave.
But why would you waste your time and her time getting married at the end of the day? You know what you want to do. You want to go out there and have 15.
Your name Trick Daddy.
But I'm just saying anybody because it's not just them. We also talk about Will Smith and
Monique. Relationships seem to be working.
All right, but I'm saying those people, and there's a lot more people out there that's not
of
like
course,
us and
of
more
course.
like them,
Of
right? To have
course.
this open marriage. I can't do it. I can't picture no one else with my woman, with my wife.
Yeah, I'm
except me.
pretty much
What
done,
are you
dog,
laughing
with
at?
the
What are you
thoughts.
laughing at, man?
I'm done with the thought, dog. Like, oh, you
We still trying to
you
figure
have
out.
relations with my wife, homie. She's yours now, dog. Like
Yeah,
that.
I made an investment.
Yeah.
Not just the wedding and everything, but I'm talking about I made an investment with my wife over the years with my kids.
Yes.
I'm locked down. Period.
Yes.
I don't even think about cheating. I mean, there's some stuff out there. You go out there that looks nice, but you got to deal with a problem.
Dog, the
Because
real
for every beautiful woman, there was a problem to come along with it.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah,
day.
but I found out once Janet Jackson and Beyonce was getting cheated on, cute girls, it's a wrap for y'all. Like,
Halle
you need to
Berry,
know,
another
everybody, all y'all can get cheated on. Dudes is sorry. Like, even if you with a Halle Berry girl, you're not going to cheat on her with another Halle Berry girl. You might cheat on her with a mud duck, dog. There's nothing. Like women, for the women that's listening, stop thinking that a dude is he cheating on me. He gonna cheat on whoever listens to him.
And it may not be a cheat up.
Whoever compliments him, whoever appreciates him more. Like don't say all the white girl. It could be a Mexican chick. It could be a Filipino chick. It could be your family member.
Be Latino.
Let me tell you something, man. And me and my wife talk about this on our Perfect Pair podcast. Make sure you go download, subscribe, and check us out there as well. If you're not happy, don't force the situation.
I agree.
I'm not telling people to go divorce and just give up on your relationship. Put forth effort.
Go to counseling.
Go to counseling. Do
talk
whatever
to
you can.
Other married couples.
Put the work in.
Put the work in.
It's about putting the work in.
But as
Period.
soon as one of the two is no longer wants to be there, it doesn't matter what you try.
Yeah,
you're done. It's done.
It's a wrap.
His Trick Daddy's wife is like, I want a divorce. We've tried, obviously. We've done. I don't want this anymore. And she's out there dating dude after dude after dude, and he at the crib just chilling like, I'm all right, cool. All right, I'm cool
More
with
than
it.
somebody else.
It's like,
It's tagging your woman.
Come on, man.
I can't deal with that.
Let me tell you something. With me and my whole life in all relationships, I don't care if you got 4 kids. In my mind, you was dropped from heaven from Jesus.
Right.
In the middle of a field for
Right.
me at
Yes.
36. I don't even want to discuss ex-boyfriends, ex-husbands. I don't care. You can ask any woman I ever been with. I actually don't care because while we together, it's about us. And that's it.
okay, so if your
You stupid. What?
no,
Who
because
you talking about?
you brought up something, so I
Okay,
gotta ask you a question.
Come on.
So
I think I know where he's going.
if you started dating the set out chick,
Okay.
if y'all don't know what the set out is, she's the one that's been through the whole football team and basketball team and maybe a couple on the track team.
Right.
then
She's
you
the
start-
Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
We'll call her Sammy.
So now you didn't maybe know she was a set out,
In my mind.
and then you started dating her.
Nope.
Then
In my
you
mind.
found out
Thank you. I
that
don't want to know.
she was set.
I don't ever wanna know.
But you found out. Would you continue to still date her?
I wouldn't be able to look at her the same. I wouldn't even be able to. I wouldn't even. I
If she-
can't. You know, people say, "Oh, I'll date that girl. I'll date that girl." I don't want to date nobody that's Shaq, Jay-Z, Alex Rodriguez. Like Jennifer Lopez is cute, but I don't.
But what if she makes you happy?
I don't care. I don't. In my mind, you went out with too many dudes locally. Like it's just too. If I need somebody who under the radar, dog. That's just me. That's just me.
You don't want anybody. She shouldn't have.
No, I'm talking about women with 4 kids, dog. In my mind, even though you got 4 kids, you a virgin sent from God for me. Like that's how I trick myself into not being a jealous dude. I'm not a jealous dude. I don't, So, do I make you more happy than you? I'm not asking all that. Like, if I don't make you happy, we don't have to be together. It don't have to be no long argument. Like, if you want to cheat on me and you find somebody who treats you better than me, stay with dude.
Like, I couldn't do what Will did. When he had that red table talk with
and had to sit up there crying and sniffling while his wife sat there and told him about August who he thought was the homie that was just staying at the crib because he was down on his luck.
He was a homie, all right.
Yeah.
The homie.
Yeah, and he hate the homie.
Yeah, how about that? There it is, man.
That was bad, too. I mean, the whole situation was bad.
It's tough, man. I mean, being in a relationship is already tough, but once you get to a space where you and your wife or you and your mate
when
is
y'all
literally
connected, y'all on
best
that
friends.
Same,
my goodness,
same wavelength, man. When she already know how to help you before you ask for the
y'all
help.
finishing
and you know
each other's sentences.
Well, not just the finishing each other's sentence, but the help, dog. I be needing help, like mentally. I need somebody to say,
absolutely,
calm down, dog. Stop thinking so hard. Get some rest
and give the best advice.
Right.
She ain't telling you what to do. She ain't rolling the neck saying you wrong, you wrong. Oh, even when you are wrong, it's about how you communicate with that.
Exactly.
Now, baby, like you might have been wrong for that, but this is how, what I suggest. Here's my advice to you. And she uplifts you.
But when you're not an entertainer, when you're an entertainer and you have everybody just loving you off gate, you know what I'm saying? And then you have somebody who love you, but it ain't the fake love, though. It's the, I love you, but you still messed up when you did ... Or
right.
We still need to talk. I remember I thought we was walking the dogs.
Oh, yeah, I hate
those. I thought we went to go walk the dogs, but really my wife walked me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We walking the dogs. So let's discuss what happened.
That's the part I hate when oh, my God.
No, but see, if she would have said, we're going to go talk today and all that, I'd have shut down and made excuses and checked out on her. But she did it really good. Hey, let's go walk the dogs and see the grass.
Come on, dog. You preaching now, man.
Right.
It's how you do it.
Yeah, and I loved her for that. I loved how she knows that I will be feeling a way if she say we need to talk. So she did it in a way, and she made me. We was laughing and stuff the whole way. So then when we stopped by this tree, she said, hey, let's talk about what happened Thursday.
Yeah.
Now I'm already in a good mood, happy.
Come on.
And I'm outside stuck.
That don't work with me.
That
cannot work with me. I'm already fighting against that. If she pulls me close to a tree and she's nice about it and everything, I'm going, no.
You think you're gonna get hung or something?
Well, no, I'm going, why can't we have this conversation at home? Why we in the heat out here?
No,
it's gonna get hot.
You gotta appreciate her taking you somewhere else. At the house, it's the same. She took you somewhere neutral. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't dip to your man cave. She can't go to. He don't want to hear none of this.
No,
my yells and my screams sound the same way in and outside.
Why are you yelling and screaming? Why come you can't talk with your wife?
You can't just talk to your wife.
I am talking. You're not yelling and screaming. I am talking.
That's yelling at her. That's disrespectful, bro.
I'm not gonna give you her whole. I know her whole name. So you guys gonna have people emailing her and going, I know you have a serious problem at home with this guy.
No, what you gonna have people emailing her and saying, I would never yell at you. And I'm 6'2".
Yeah, I'm the cleanup man.
Anyway,
I don't.
We might have to do a whole podcast on communicating because I think as men we were taught communication kind of wrong.
I like that.
We were taught as kids to suck it up. Don't cry. Don't like we were just taught wrong.
Let's do it next week.
It wasn't on purpose. Yeah,
Let's do it
wasn't
next
on
week.
purpose. And I think our next episode we're just gonna go and maybe we can have a psychiatrist or somebody on a dude that talk to men.
And I think it'd be dope to have our wives on as well for another episode down the line, maybe sometime.
Whoa, hold on, y'all. Let's not go that far.
Look at it.
So we can really find out if Dave got a wife.
Exactly. Let's not go that far. Now it's gonna be somebody in the corner with a trench coat on and a hat real low. Right, babe? Why can't we see her eyes, dog? Why she look like the little kid from South Park?
You see what I want you to see.
Hey, are you happy? Hey man, we out of here, dog. Episode 8 done.
Oh man,
I would like to have a show about just communicating and being better men, because in the end, we just want to be better, and we want somebody to listen to this podcast maybe 10 years from now and go, "Hey, I really learned something on I Hate the Homies."
And maybe you guys can help me.
Super Dave's wife right here. It's Super Dave's wife. So are you happy? So how long y'all been together? Now she the sweetest chef.
Super Day White is a South Park character.
Why they doing this to me?
Oh man, I Hate the Homie podcast. Rock Tees is who I be, man.
It's your boy Griff, man, and I hate the homies.
And it's your boy Super Dave, still married. And guess what?
We don't care.
Make sure y'all subscribe, download, go tell a friend to tell a friend, man. This is the hottest podcast out there right now.
Yes, sir. Ray Duggan, take us out.
I hate the homies.